Hello. So, are you ready to go out of the town, darling? Right now in Slot A Scratch, it's November 24th, 2025 at 7:12 p.m. Shall we get started? I think we shall. By the way, what was your name again? Why'd you get so high-pitched there, me? Winter? That's right, Winter. Of course I remember. I can never forget you. Alright, I'm going to get things ready, so just wait a moment. I'm getting Scratch ready for you. Do not turn the power off or remove the memory card. Thank you for waiting. I hope you enjoy your time in Scratch. Good evening, Winternet. I figured it's been a while since we've recorded at night, and it's like 7 p.m. It's not the latest we've ever recorded, but, you know, it's been a while since we've recorded late at all, so, yeah. I'm gonna start by checking the mail, as always. Bet those 3 are from the museum. Yep, museum. Torso of a plesiosaur. Ammonite. Skull of a pteranodon. We need something from the mammoth. From home. My dear Winter, guess what? I've started making homemade spaghetti from scratch. I'll send you some when I improve at it. Your poor father could eat solids for a week last time. Couldn't eat solids for a week last time. Okay. From the HRA, 19,183 points, okay, and from Tom Nook. Hot news! We have a special offer today on a stunning writing desk. As always, we have a wide variety of other items as well. Why not stop by Nookington's department store? We'll probably stop by there later. It closes at 10 p.m., so we've got enough time. Alright. Yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded late. I'm, like, a little thrown off because of it. I'm used to it looking a little more, visible. But that's fine.
Oh no.
Add one to the counter. Peanuts isn't in either. Huh. Where is our... Well, here's Peanuts. Evening, Winter. Scratch in the snow. Don't you think it's, like, so romantic, Slacker? I don't know about romantic. All of a sudden, it feels like our village is the setting for some wonderful love story that totally makes you cry. Hey, did you want something or what, Slacker? What's going on? You probably don't believe in fortune-telling, do you? You just think it's all some stupid coincidence, don't you? Well, some of us actually take our horoscopes very seriously, thank you very much, Slacker. We may not know what the future's going to be, but it's bound to happen one way or another. And only Katrina can tell us what it is. Or will be. The future, I mean. She's coming to town, you know. Why don't you get a reading from her, Slacker? I'm not sure. Well, it depends on when she's coming. I know I checked last time I recorded, but that was a while ago. Vesta! Oh, Winter, you came all the way in here to see me, Buffo? So tell me, Winter, what did you want, Buffo? What's up? Winter, you've been busy collecting furniture. I bet you never got any wallpaper or carpeting, huh? That's no good. You have to coordinate your whole room, Bafo. Well, lucky for you, I've got an ornate rug or some cabin wall with me. I'll let you buy either one for 20,000. I don't need it. I'm not spending 20,000 bells on wallpaper. That's in character for her, though. Once again, showing you she has no concept of the value of money. Hello, Freya. Good evening, Winter. How's life, darling? Mine is very cold. Since the sun went down, it's completely frozen over, huh, darling? By the by, did you need something, darling? Let's chat. How do you think you'll do in the fishing tourney? Looking good? Ooh, we are coming up on our last chance for that, so... it's okay, I guess. No, no, no. Aren't you going to enter the tourney on the 30th? Then you've got to have a good attitude. No two ways about it, darling. That's true. I'm not sure if we will, which is concerning because that would mean completely skipping out on an event that I need to show in this Let's Play, but, I don't know, fishing intimidates me. Good evening, Winter. How's life, chicken? Mine is very cold. Since the sun went down, it's completely frozen over, huh, chicken? By the by, did you need something, chicken? Let's chat. You know, I've been thinking, I really ought to start up a kayaking club here in town. Wouldn't that be fun? I might even let you join, because I know you'd want to, right, chicken? Sure. I haven't been kayaking since I was a kid, but I was always afraid of it, so I'd probably enjoy it more now. No way! I didn't think you were really interested, chicken. I wasn't being serious, so don't get all up in arms, okay? It was just a joke. Oh, what a fiasco. Did you have to take me so seriously? You were so very weird, chicken. Okay, sorry. I'll proceed to never take you seriously again. Maybe it's just a, like, result of growing up with autism, but, like, I hate when people say, like, oh, why did you take that so seriously? It's like, what do you want me to never take you seriously? I'd prefer to always take you seriously, so I just assume you're telling the truth. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Good evening to you. We must have missed each other during the day today. I don't care how huge a blizzard may be raging. It's not like we're in the mountains or anything. You mustn't forget about poor me, darling. I expect you here come rain, sleet, snow, whatever. Enough idle chit-chat. Did you need something from me, darling? What's up? You know, I've been thinking, I really ought to start up a billiards club here in town. Wouldn't that be fun? I might even let you join, because I know you'd want to, right, darling? Sure. I've never actually played billiards. My grandpa has a pool table, but I was always too young to play it when I went over there, so... And I just don't have contact with that part of my family anymore, so... Any excuse to be able to learn what the fuck billiards is, sure. No way! I didn't think you were really interested, darling. I wasn't being serious, so don't get all up in arms, okay? It was just a joke. Oh, what a fiasco. Did you have to take me so seriously? You were so very weird, darling. Okay. The next person to call me weird today is getting sent to gay baby jail. Where was Alfonso? I know I saw him. There you are. Why are you here?
Hey, it's winter.
Just 'cause it's snowing, you thought it would be a fun idea to start tootling around at this time of night? Playing around outside at night is a pretty bad idea. Shouldn't you just relax at home, It's-a-me? Well, that's the plan overall today. Yeah, so what did you need me for, It's-a-me? Just my mistake? That's fine, It's-a-me. No, I wanted to actually talk to you, I'm sorry. I had to impale you with a shovel real quick. Wouldn't it be great if snow were hot, It's-a-me? Who the fuck has that idea? Just hanging. Winter, do you know how to grow your own fruit trees, do you? You asked me this yesterday, I know. Oh, really? I'm sure you know all about digging holes, too. Enough said, It's-a-me. He's really trying to hint at me that he knows that I was the one who trapped him in the pitfall that one time. And, unfortunately for him, he is not gonna make me care. Hello, Sable. Oh, Winter. How nice to see you. Alright, nothing fun today, but always gonna stop in to say hi, even if she has nothing more interesting to say. You know how it is. God, all the apples I planted are dying already. I wish there was some indication of, like, when you're in a villager's path. That would be nice. Hi, Buzz. Why are you here?
Well, looky here, it's you. Looks like this snow's not planning on letting up, huh, Captain?
Him saying, well, looky here, just reminded me of something. Sometimes I'll just, like, watch YouTube shorts for way too long, and there's this series that's, like, acting like a Disney, like, bully to fucking the random strangers, and it's, like, it's really funny every time. And it's like, I don't usually get caught up in shorts trends. I usually think they're really boring, but that one specific niche, it's great.
So then, Captain, why are you here?
Talk to me.
I wonder if Flora is still doing well. I used to look after Flora back in the day, but I haven't heard much of anything lately.
Did you? What? What do you mean? I'm sending this to Flora. This is lore. One sec. Flora just said he wishes. I don't know. This is lore as far as I'm concerned. This is canon. Okay. Cool.
Hey, how's your evening going, Winter?
Hi, hello, Ted.
Am I nuts, or did I not see you around at all today? Were you redecorating or something, Slurp? Hey, so what can I do for you, Winter?
What's up?
Hey, have you been cutting down lots of trees lately?
Nope.
Oh, you really ought to give it a try. It's so much fun. Whack, 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 timber! But control yourself, because everyone in the village gets really cheesed off at you if you do it too much.
They think it's mean, but that's just because they don't know how much fun it can be. Yeah, that's true. Timber. I don't know if that counts, but whatever. I don't know. I can barely grow trees. Why would I want to cut them down? No copper in D3 today, unfortunately. Not copper. Tortimer, not copper. Ew. You ask about goings-on. Well, today is the day Katrina, the fortune teller, is supposed to come here to scratch. My partner made it sound like he had a few things to ask her. I'd like to ask her if that's her real name. Okay, I forgot what time Katrina shows up. But she is supposed to show up today, so... I think it's like 8 p.m., 9 p.m.? Yeah, 9 p.m., so I'm probably not going to be seeing her tonight, but... Okay. Good to know, I guess. She'll be here tomorrow. I'm not going to be playing tomorrow, necessarily. I'm going to be playing, like, literally tomorrow, but I'm going to be playing a day ahead because, the Harvest Festival. I'm not missing Thanksgiving with my family to record Animal Crossing, so... Yeah. But... I'm not playing tomorrow proper as, like, a day in the series.
Evening, Winter. Scratch in the snow. Don't you think it's, like, so romantic, Snouty? All of a sudden, it feels like our village is the setting for some wonderful love story that totally makes you cry. So, what's going on, Snouty?
Let's chat.
There's no shopping mall here in Scratch, is there?
Kind of.
This town would be so much cooler if there was one, don't you think, Snouty?
Sure.
Don't you think? It would be so cool if we had a huge shopping mall, Snouty. Listen, Winter. I don't care if you have to sell your house to do it, but just build me a shopping mall.
I basically did build you a shopping mall. I grew up in, like, a relatively big area in Michigan, like one of the biggest cities, and one of the richer suburbs of that city, too. By just freak accident, my family was not rich by any means, but it's just that sort of area, you know? We had a big shopping mall here, and I was always excited to go there as a kid. Not so much anymore, but that's alright. I don't think any of these are new, but I'm just gonna make sure. Literally begging for any fossils that are new. Any at all. Pudge.
When it gets warm out, snow melts and turns into water, huh, Pudgy? So that's why you don't see snow in the summer. So, what do you need, Pudgy?
I'm bored.
Is that human Flora someone you know, Pudgy?
Kinda.
Yeah, Flora came by here for a visit, but that human looked a little suspicious, Pudgy.
Did she now?
I have no idea what Flora was doing here, but I got the impression it was a business trip.
Okay, I don't see why that's suspicious, but sure, I guess. Alright, stopping in at Nookington's, finally. Hello. Ooh, I like this umbrella a lot. I like all the ones that, like, do something unique instead of just being, like, a pattern. To be fair, that is technically just a pattern, but it's one that works really well for the shape of an umbrella. I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but it's an option. Ooh, white paint. That's white paint. It's quite useful for repainting a roof, Winter. No pressure, but if you don't buy that particular paint today, you may not be able to get it again for a while, Let me sweeten the deal, yes? We'll even paint your roof for you for the low, low price of 980 bells. Sound good? Sure. Thanks much. Yes, very good. That'll be 980 bells. Thanks much. A pleasure doing business with you as always, So I'll paint that roof for you as soon as I find some time. I'll put it at the top of my to-do list. Alright. Yeah, white paint is the paint I was looking forward to. I think that's the final color I really want to change my roof to. It's nice that I found it today.
Welcome! The second floor is home to our clothing and furniture departments.
Cool. Ooh, this is the writing desk. O'Hare wants this. I also kind of want it. I like the way it looks. I'll buy it. Alright, well, I don't want to spend too much time, like, holding off the main topic of the day. I will, like, write the letter to the museum for this one fossil I found, but, we're gonna head inside for the day. It's been a rough week because of yesterday, so I think today we're going to take the day to chill inside, relax to some NES games. In Animal Crossing, there are a total of 19 NES games obtainable through various means. These are Balloon Fight, Baseball, Clu Land D, a Famicom Disk System game, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Jr., Excitebike, Golf, Pinball, Punch-Out, Soccer, Tennis, Wario's Woods, Ice Climber, Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Super Mario Bros. In Nabutsu no Mori Plus, Soccer and Excitebike are not obtainable, as they were added in Animal Crossing to replace the Japan-only games Gomoku, Narabe, and Mahjong. Games prior to Animal Crossing are also modeled after the Famicom, while Animal Crossing and E Plus games are modeled after the NES, so this would be a Famicom in the Nintendo 64 game and the original Japanese GameCube game. The way you obtain these games differs between games, so I'm going to fall back on talking about North American Animal Crossing as usual. The only ones you can get through Animal Island are Wario's Woods and Baseball, as we've talked about in the past. The generic ones, those are ones you can basically get through Nook's Raffle or Crazy Reds, Wisp, Treasure Hunts, Trees with Good Luck, or etc. basically, are Clu Land, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Excitebike, Golf, Pinball, and Tennis. Balloon Fight is also on that list, however, you can also get it through a special method only on December 25th, which we will be talking about in the video about Toy Day. Other than that, there are a few that are only obtainable through secret codes. These are Clu Land D, Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Jr., Punch-Out, Soccer, and that's it. And then there are a few that are e-reader only, specifically Ice Climber and Mario Bros. This leaves out Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda. So, these are normally unobtainable. However, since the code has been cracked on e-reader cards and how they work, there are fan-made dot codes that will get you these two games. These were made possible by Hunter R, Kate Sith 2, Tim Schwerwagen, hopefully I pronounced that right, Rolling Star, Doom with an underscore and a 0 for the second O, Black Shark, Martin Korth, Taze, and Anzomnia. I pronounced it right eventually. I will leave a link in the description to Hunter R's video about these NES games and his website containing downloads and documentation for the e-reader dot codes. I am going to go ahead and get these real quick. I have sent the letter that was on that card to your home in the email. Thank you for your patronage. Okay, but there's another one. Got our e-reader mail. From Tom Nook. Da-na-na-na! I don't know. Da-na-na-na! I don't know, whatever. Typically, I would charge for an item like this, but blah, blah, blah. You're a loyal customer, all that, you know. Winter, I've had this game for a while, and I figured it was time for others to play it after all this time. You won't find this classic anywhere else. Keep shopping, Mr. Nook. Alright. So we got a couple presents from Tom. First is The Legend of Zelda, and the second is Super Mario Bros. I'm gonna put Super Mario Bros. Down. It's the one I'm the least bad at. And The Legend of Zelda can go off in the corner. I'm not gonna play it much. Granted, I'm not gonna play any of these much, but, you know. You get the point. So, let's play. Would you like to play Super Mario Bros? I'll play. Press the L button, the R button, and the Z button all at once to quit playing your NES. This is just Super Mario Bros. Hello, Internet, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Super Mario Brothers! It's been a long time coming, honestly. Would you watch a Let's Play of this game if I made it? I do a lot of these, like, silly one-episode Let's Plays for April Fool's Day. And, I've considered doing Super Mario Brothers, but I feel like it's a little bit long for a single episode. But also, I mean, it's not long at all. This is an incredibly accurate emulator, by the way. It's even down to only replicating certain sound channels instead of, like, all of them, which is identical to how the North American NES handles sound. And there's a lot more to this being an incredibly accurate emulator, but right now I'm busy trying not to suck at Super Mario Brothers, which is a lot harder than you may think. I'm terrible at this game. Well, that's alright. I want to at least get through World 1. Surely we can do it. This game is not made to be controlled with the, like, analog stick at all. Here's another question. If I did make a Let's Play of this game, would you be disappointed if it wasn't within Animal Crossing? Because recording on the Switch would be easier, but recording an entire Let's Play within Animal Crossing would be way funnier. That's what I think. Ooh, definitely did not need to take that risk, but I did, and it was cool. Okay, well, hey, it took me a while to lose the mushroom, especially since I didn't even get the fire flower. Although, granted, in this game, if you get hit a single time even with the fire flower, you go back to Small Mario. Which is not his name, this is just Mario. And then when he gets big, he's Super Mario, because they had to differentiate between those two. Ooh, get over them. Okay, I want to get to the warp zone, so... Ooh, okay, that was sucky. But whatever, I made it to the warp zone. I could have gone to the minus world. Like, all the glitches and stuff are still intact, so that's good. Here we go, World 4. Alright, we beat half the game. I think we've had our fun. Saving to the memory card in slot A. Yeah, there are 2 save files for Animal Crossing. One is specifically for NES games. That's specifically to save a high score in most game. But in The Legend of Zelda, it will save your progress, because that's something The Legend of Zelda is known for. This takes up 1 block in a separate save file from town data. You can also obviously choose the Advanced Play option if you have a Game Boy Advance connected. The Game Boy Advance will download the game to its RAM, and you can play it until the GBA is turned off, even if you disconnect it from the GameCube. When you're playing on a Game Boy Advance, the graphics are compressed to fit the GBA's significantly lower vertical resolution, meaning these are technically unique versions of these games. Which, we've already shown this in the past. I played Ice Climber for a little bit in the Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Multiplayer also isn't available. As I brought up when talking about Animal Island, the only games that can't be played this way are Clu Clu Land D, The Legend of Zelda, Punch-Out!, and Wario's Woods, because those are the only ones that are too big to be stored on the GBA's RAM. There is also an item simply called the NES. This is an empty NES, and interacting with it prompts you with the text, "I want to play my NES, but I don't have any software." It turns out, there is unused functionality in every first-generation Animal Crossing game. If you have multiple NES or Famicom ROMs on your memory card, it displays the unique text, "Should I play my NES software?" followed by a list of games. There was only ever a single use of this mechanic. Nintendo Dream and Famitsu Weekly did giveaways for a Nintendo 64 controller pack for Dabutsu no Mori containing ROM data for Ice Climber. This was not otherwise available as an item until Dabutsu no Mori Plus. Despite this being the only use of this in any game, this functionality remains in every single first-generation Animal Crossing game, up to E+. This is another thing I recommend Hunter R's video to learn about, because who would have thought? I'm going to glaze Hunter R whenever I get the chance. Please watch his videos, they're so good. They're what really inspired me to make this Let's Play in the first place, so yeah. Yeah, NES games are sick. For the ones I mentioned that you can only get through secret codes, those being Soccer, Punch-Out!, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3, and Clu Clu ND, these were usually distributed on Nintendo's website. They usually had secret code generators. You would enter your name and your town, and they would give you a Nook code that only applied to you that would generate a game in your copy of the game. These Nook codes could be used multiple times, like all Nook codes, which means you could just fill your house with one of these NES games and basically win the HRA just by that alone, which I think is funny. But, yeah. NES games are such a cool mechanic, and it's a shame they never brought them back until the New Horizons update, where they're apparently bringing them back, but only if you have a subscription to Nintendo Switch Online. You don't need any stinking Nintendo Switch Online membership to play these. And The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. Are the only ones that are completely unobtainable, so yeah. Those two, along with Ice Climber and Mario Bros, are considered the Forbidden Four, because the cards for Ice Climber and Mario Bros are incredibly rare and expensive, and Super Mario Brothers and The Legend of Zelda just straight up aren't legitimately obtainable. Unless you know how to make e-reader cards, because this is pre-Wi-Fi. Who's to tell you what is and is not legitimate, damn it? Yeah. The Punch-Out also used to be one of the Forbidden Five. And they used to be the Forbidden Five because of Punch-Out. However, Nintendo ended up releasing it eventually with the secret codes. Yeah, I think it's cool. I was considering getting some of the secret code games. I know Flora has Punch-Out in their house in Gaster. But I don't know, I just don't care that much. We already have 5 NES games. 3, even if you're only counting the ones that I've gotten legitimately. 1 through e-reader, and the other 2, just from various random things throughout the playthrough, so I'm not that concerned on the amount of NES games I have. Yeah, otherwise, that's about it. We've talked about everything there is to talk about regarding NES games. I think this is a cool mechanic, even if, as I said, these games are really not meant to be played with, like, a, analog stick and the big buttons on the GameCube controller. This is maybe the worst way to play most of these games, but hey, it's still a way to play them, and I think that's really neat that they bothered to take the time to do that, you know? Now that we have the writing desk, I think it's finally time to get rid of the ringside table. It's not going to get us any more points, but I really like the writing desk. I like the look of it. So I'd just rather have this up here, you know? Yeah. And then... Oh, never mind. God forbid you put a diary on the writing desk! Never mind, I guess. I'm sorry, ringside table. I nearly forsook you. NES games are cool. I know I haven't, like, seen Nosegay today. I'm still not entirely over Coco moving out, let alone Nosegay moving in instantly. So I think I'm okay giving a rest to speak into Nosegay for the day. Next time I record, I'll try to be in a better mindset regarding this character, but I'm just... Coco is, like, my favorite villager in the first game, and I'm still sad, but that's fine. I'm in my mourning period, but it'll be okay. Tomorrow on Animal Crossing. I don't know. Not going to be recording for a few days at this point, other than the Harvest Festival, so... Hey, that's next in the playlist anyway, so if you're watching in playlist view, see you for that. Otherwise, we'll see. Yeah. See you tomorrow.